Morning.
Yeah.
Sorry for being late, boys. We had some technical problems, but thank God we solved it. Okay. Okay. Now, please, we are going to start. Okay.
Okay, Miss Eba.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Okay. Can you all hear me well and see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I can see the screen.
Okay. Today, inshallah, we are going to revise or explain shortly what you studied in school last Monday. Can you remember what did you study on last Monday? Can you remember the grammar lesson you studied last Monday?
Yeah.
Do you have
Past
any
present
idea?
perfect. Past perfect. Past perfect simple. Past perfect simple.
Exactly. Past perfect and past simple. Past perfect and past simple. Okay, let's start. Past perfect. What's past perfect?
Teacher.
Yes.
حضرتك لسه بادئة دلوقتي؟ أنا لسه داخل كده.
حالا. Just, I haven't said a word. I'm just starting to explain. Don't worry, يا تايم, you are time, right?
زياد.
زياد, okay.
Yeah.
طيب. Past perfect. What's past perfect? Past perfect is used to talk about an action which happened before another action in the past. What does this mean? It means that when you have two actions in the past, I did, for example, yesterday, I went home and watched TV. So these two actions happened in the past, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but one happened first, one happened before another one. Which one of the actions I said happened first? I went home and I watched TV. Which verb of these two verbs happened first? Went or watched? Watched happened first?
لا. When?
Went.
When?
So
When?
the first action in two actions happened in the past. The first action is always in the past perfect. So again, when we have two actions happened in the past, the first one you did, you use past perfect with it. That's the meaning of these words. Past perfect is used to talk about an action which happened before another action in the past. Like what?
Teacher, can I say a sentence?
Tell me.
The routine arrived after the building had collapsed.
Collapsed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ziad. You are Ziad?
Yeah.
Okay, look at this sentence. Mom had baked a cake before the party started. Which of these actions happened first?
Bake the cake.
Yes, baked cake. So, mom baked first, then she started the party, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
how did I write the tense in which tense did I use when I use
Past perfect. Past perfect.
perfect? Yes, had
Past
baked.
perfect. Past
And
perfect.
which tense here I used in the second action?
Past simple.
So again,
Past
the
simple.
first
Past
action,
simple.
the first action is past
Past
perfect. The
perfect.
second action is past simple.
Past
يبقى
simple.
action number one always in past perfect. Action number two always in past simple. Okay? Okay.
يا ميس طب ازاي باست بيرفكت على طول بيبقى جاي الجملة الأولى وين يا ميس
It
أهي
depends. It
في
depends.
ساعات بتبقى الباست سيمبل الأول بعدين باست بيرفكت.
ممكن يعني one by one. It depends. It depends
بس
how.
سيمبل وفي ستارت فاهم.
طيب. Let's move here again. We have here before. Can you see before? In the middle or at the
Yeah.
beginning?
مس
In the middle or at the
غالبا
beginning?
حطينا ستارت وده
In the
بس
middle or at the beginning?
middle.
Before, in the middle. Before is always followed by action number 2. Before is always followed by action number 2 means it is followed by past simple. تمام? If you started, stop writing. The one who's writing on the screen. Okay. If I started the sentence with before, how can I say it?
Before the party started, my mom had baked the cake.
Excellent, excellent. So you put past simple after before, even if you started the sentence with it. Okay. طيب.
ايوه هو ده اللي انا كان قصدي عليه يا مس.
طيب I want the same sentence but with after.
لا
مين؟
the party started
ها؟
after my mom had baked the cake.
Excellent, excellent. So after here we use past perfect, we use action number 1 after. Okay, we use past perfect اللي هو action number 1 after the word after. تمام؟ Okay. Past perfect is used to talk about an action which happened before a stated time in the past. Okay? Let's read this. ها. Form of past form of past perfect. How can we form a past perfect? It consists of had plus past participle. What's past participle?
بس هو يا مس مثلا لو
اللي هو الثيرد بتاع الفيرب.
لا. Can you please raise your hands? Raise your hands. Or shall I mute you all and choose? Raise hands, please. To be organized, okay? And to give chance to others to listen. طيب محمد أحمد. يلا يا محمد. سوري أحمد محمد، أنا آسف. أحمد محمد.
ميس زي اللي هو go went gone. gone هو الباست participle.
Exactly. Third form of the verb. يبقى past participle is the third form of the verb. As Ahmed said, we have go, went, gone.
I don't understand past participle.
Yes,
بص look. Any action, any verb in English, has three forms, has three shapes: present or infinitive, past, and past participle. Past participle is the third form of the verb. We cannot use it alone. Okay, we use it with had or have or has. طيب, when I say go, went, gone, which of these forms is the third one? Gone. طيب, buy, bought, which one? Worked, which one? تمام. يبقى we know now that the past participle is the third form of any verb. طيب, we have regular verb and we have irregular verb. Regular verb are the verbs which end in ed. Worked, watched, washed, walked, worked. Any verb ending in ed. And irregular verb is the verb that changes its form. Go, went, gone. Buy, bought, teach, taught. Eat, ate, eaten.
يعني
ده irregular. يعني it doesn't take ed. Okay?
يعني مس الريجولار يعني زي بليد كده
يعني regular means a
بليد
verb
كوكد
plus ed.
ايدي
irregular means اللي هو third column اللي هو third form. أيوة eaten. Okay?
بس هو الجرامر ده هيجي في الامتحان؟
No. بس لازم نفهمه برضو، ولا أنت إيه رأيك؟
لا لازم نفهمه طبعا.
ماشي.
ميس طب هو جاي في الامتحان موديول بس؟
for A for B.
Now I'm not talking about the exam now. Okay? Now I'm talking about the lesson.
ينفع ميس في الآخر نتكلم عنه؟
When I finish my target. Okay? Time expression, what do we use with past perfect and past simple? We use after, we use before, we use by, we use by the time. Okay, let's practice. I felt better, the second action. After I took an aspirin, that's third action. How can I use after here? After I had taken. Why did I use had taken here, not took?
Because I had after in
Because
the
it's
first of
the
them.
first, because it's the first action. Because it's the first action.
Action.
And I told you that after the word after we use action number one in the past perfect as here. As here. Can you see this? Can you see had taken?
Yeah.
Action number one. And this is why we used had taken, because it's action number one. And it's used after the word after. Okay? Right. After I had taken an aspirin, I felt better. Felt here. Why did we use past simple with it? Why did we say felt, not had felt?
The second action.
Because it's the second action and we use past simple with the second action. Who is the excellent boy who was talking to me?
Me.
You are who?
Yasif.
Okay, Yasif. Thank you, Yasif. Thank you, my dear. Okay, let's see. Another one. We called a taxi. We locked the door. Called here the first
Teacher,
action. Locked.
teacher,
Huh.
teacher, what's the meaning of the first?
Past perfect.
Hmm.
No,
Huh? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Huh?
Oh.
Right. We called a taxi. We locked the door. Called here, action number one. Locked here, action number two. Use before. So after before, we use action one or action two?
Before action one.
Action one. Excellent. No, you are not excellent. You are not excellent. After before.
after
After before, we use action number two. After before, we use action number two.
for number two, and after
Before we locked the door, we had called. Thank you. Action number one, after the word after. Action number two, after the word before. Again, after action number one, after the word after. Action number two, after the word before. تمام. Another one. Another one. It stopped raining. Action number one. We took our dog for a walk. Action number two. Use after. Ha.
We took
It had.
our dog.
After it
after
stopped,
it stopped,
it had.
It had stopped
that
raining.
stopped
We took
reading.
our dog from a
We
walk.
Our exactly. يبقى after the word after here we used action one or action two?
Action two.
One.
Two.
One. الأولد. We use الأولد action. الأقدم واحد. أقدم واحد. إيه أول واحد حصل؟ ده القديم. Okay. We took our dog for a walk. This is action one or action two?
Two.
The action X.
One.
تمام. So again action one ده الاولدست. ده the oldest action. ده past perfect. action number two ده newest. ده past simple. تمام.
الأكشن نمبر 2 مثل اللي هو
past simple.
we took our
Yes.
the dog for a walk.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Let's another example. We reached the railway station. The action number two. The train left. The action
Picture me.
Hmm.
أنا مس By the time
sorry.
we reached the railway. نعم مس.
حد بيقول انا ايه؟
أنا عايزة أقولها يعني.
مين يا بابا؟ Who are you?
أنا سيف.
إبراهيم.
Okay, safe. Okay, tell me. Action number one يا سيف will be in present sorry past.
اللي هي the train.
ثواني. Action number one will be the past simple or past perfect.
لا teacher.
سيف.
في البوست.
Action number one past perfect تمام. And action number two will be in past simple or past perfect.
past simple.
Excellent. So we use here by the time. By the time يا جماعة equals before. By the time equals before. After before we use ايه؟ الباست.
use question number 2. Question number 2.
تمام. يبقى by the time we reached number 2. By the time we reached the railway station, the train had left. أنا ممكن I can remove by the time and use before. I can say before we reached the railway station, the train had left. Both are right. طيب. Okay, another one. He called the police. The action number 2. He saw an accident. The action number 1. عايز to use before. ها.
مين؟
I let you. Raise hands. I can't see all of you raising hands. عبد الرحمن هشام. Unmute yourself يا عبد الرحمن and answer me.
هتعملني قوي.
ها. Unmute yourself يا عبد الرحمن.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me عبد الرحمن. Called here will be past perfect or past simple? This is action number 2.
لا past simple.
عشان it's action number 2, right? And so here it's action number 1. It will be
past perfect.
طيب بعد before we use past perfect or past simple? Which one?
لا past perfect. Past simple.
Past simple. Excellent. Okay.
He
had seen an accident before he spoke to a policeman. تمام. Thank you يا عبد الرحمن.
طب هو احنا ما ينفعش اقول before I called the police I saw accident.
يعني هو هيكلم البوليس قبل ما يشوف الحادثة.
لا يعني
بالظبط.
انا قصدي العكس يا ميس يعني.
ماشي. انت بصي
انا شفت الحادثة بعدها كلمت البوليس.
بصي ما هو بس انت ما قلتش كده.
لا انت قلت كلمت البوليس بعد كده شفت الحادثة.
بالظبط.
لا انا قصدي العكس يا ميس.
العكس. قولها بقى. هتقولها ازاي؟
اللي هو I saw the accident before I called the police.
I had seen the action.
طب ما الميس حلها صح. الميس حلها صح على فكرة.
لا هو he asked about something else. He wants to start. I think يا سيف متهيألي انت you want to start the sentence with before, right? سيف. يا سيف. سيف إبراهيم.
ايوه حضرتك سامعني؟
You wanted to start. لا مش سامعك. You wanted to start with before, right?
Yes.
طيب if you started with before you will say like this. Before he called or spoke to the police or called the police, he had seen an accident. You have to put action number 2 after the word before. Action number 2 after the word ايه يا سيف؟ before. تمام. طيب now let's do some exercises to make sure that you understood. Okay.
Teachers exercises in any book?
Exercise in grammar book page 58. Exercise in grammar book page 58. Okay.
Okay.
Now exercise B. Can you have you opened your book?
I can hear you, Miss.
Open your book page 58 grammar book.
مس هو حضرتك واحنا نعمل الرايتنج في ورقة ولا في كوبي بوك؟
كوبي بوك طبعا.
أنا عملتها.
طيب thank you. Okay, let's start exercise B. Start exercise B.
مش هيبقى عن accident.
Let me finish first what we are doing. Okay.
Page what, Miss, هنا in grammar book?
Page 58. And at the end of the session, when I finish all what I want to do, I'll answer your questions. Okay. طيب complete
page what?
exercise number 1. Exercise number 1 is
page 58 grammar book.
page 58. Complete with past simple or the past perfect simple. Natalie, let me choose raise hands because I'm going to choose you for one of you. Raise your hands, don't talk without permission. Okay. محمد
Yes,
أمين.
page what?
محمد أمين والله العظيم بيجي 58. مش مصدقني ولا ايه؟ اوكي.
بليز ممكن تكتبيها على الوايت سايد
لا مش ضروري
اللي
اكتبها،
هي الحتة
انا
الفاضية اللي
بتكلم
هنا.
معاكم. بيجي 58. Natalie A the shoes after she what them. يلا محمد أمير.
Miss in any book.
grammar book. محمد أمير. محمد أمير. طيب أحمد وائل. أحمد وائل. أوكي أحمد.
after she had tried them.
Thank you Natalie. Natalie bought the shoes after she had tried them on. Excellent Ahmed, thank you. Muhammad Ahmed Hani, unmute yourself يا محمد. And do number 2. Alex A 6 emails by 11 o'clock sorry yesterday. By 11 o'clock here keyword for past.
Had sent.
Had sent. Thank you. Okay, let's move to في ناس مش رافعه ايدها، انا اختارها على فكره. ماشي باسل محمد. اوكي نمبر 3 يا باسل. جانيت what her room by the time what home yesterday.
Which page?
Yeah which page? 58.
page 58 in grammar book exercise B.
طب نصحى بقى نفسنا كده نصحى. يلا جانيت ايه يا باسل؟ أنس عمرو. أنس unmute yourself يا أنس and tell me number 3.
Number 3.
أنس يلا number 3 جانيت ها.
Didn't can I answer it? Can I answer it?
By the time here equals before. By the time here equals before يعني اللي بعدها هيبقى past simple ولا قبلها هيبقى past perfect.
Past perfect.
tell me.
Can I answer it? In favor?
Give him a chance to answer. يلا أنس. Janet A her room. hadn't tidied. ايه ده؟ hadn't tidied. hadn't tidied. Okay. By the time I arrived. By the time I arrived. Okay. Hadn't tidied.
Teacher, and hadn't tidied.
Okay, I write it to you. I write it for you.
لا يا ميس طب خليني اقولها يا ميس. TIDIE دي هتشيل الواي وتحط مكانها IED.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. Okay.
Teacher,
Yusuf Karim. Number 4. Yusuf. Martin.
we will put for.
I can't hear you. Martin, what ice hockey before he went to Canada?
Never played.
Never played or had never played? Had never played. Before he? Before he what? Action number 2. Before
Moved.
Excellent. Okay, Hussein Joker. Who's Hussein Joker?
يا ميس ده حسين.
طيب حسين. Number 5 يا حسين. I what lunch before the children. Before. So
I had prepared.
because it's action number 1 or action number 2?
Action number 2.
No.
لا action number 1. Action number 1.
ادم قلت
I action number 1.
تمام. ادم قلت had prepared يبقى ده action number 1.
ميس هي
come.
نمبر 3 ما اتحلتش لأن نبتدي.
Before the children what home. مين who's saying came? Huh? Yes, it's right. The one who's saying came is right. Okay. طيب. Let's choose زياد محمد. يلا يا زياد. Mark what the car when Barry ate him.
Mark hadn't washed the car when Barry called him.
Thank you. You're excellent. Okay. طيب let's choose another one. يلا ياسين. Are you here ياسين؟
يا ميس أنا عايزة أجاوب.
طيب ماشي. You answered before. Number
Miss, can I answer?
I want Yasin. Where is Yasin?
I had realized.
Again, Yasin, and raise your voice, please.
When I had realized.
It's a question. Had realized, yes, but put it in a question form. When?
Had you realized?
Excellent. Had you realized? Thank you. لا هي had على فكرة. لا ثواني.
ميس هي المفروض تكون
ثواني. هي صح كده. It's right. You realize
You
something.
had realized.
ثواني. You realize something before it happens or after it happens.
after it happened.
بالظبط. يعني يعني something happens first then you realize it, right?
Yes.
It happens first then you realize it as action number. عشان كده we use it in past simple. When did you realize that your brother ايه بقى؟
tricked you.
Miss, هي مش المفروض تبقى had.
tricked يا ميس.
I'll explain this. يعني he tricked you first or you realized it first.
No, he tricked me first.
تمام علشان كده he used it in past perfect يبقى ده action number 1. and this اللي هو realize ده happened number 2 عشان كده he used it in past simple. Have you got it?
ميس
يبقى ميس اللي هي
لا now I want you
that your brother had tricked دي action number 2. action number 1.
ده action number 1.
ميس أجاوب تاني
ثواني يا جماعة انتوا عايزين تجاوبوا من غير ما تفهموا.
عشان
again he tricked you first يبقى ده action number 1. بعد كده after that you realize. تمام يبقى tricked will be in past perfect عشان دي action number 1 وبعد كده realized will be action number 2 هتبقى past simple. تمام طيب Diane يلا.
ميس أنا مش فاهم دي.
نعم.
مش فاهم number 8.
8 انا ما حلتش 8 لسه.
I can't understand number 8.
number 8
ميس أنا عايزة أجاوب.
number 8
Yes.
ما حلتش 8 لسه. اوكي
قصدي 7.
تمام
مش فاهم.
7 we have two actions here right? Who are you?
Use.
يوسف. we have two actions here يا يوسف صح؟
Yes.
طيب we have trick and we have realize. تمام؟ which happens first يا يوسف? which happens first? Did he trick you first or you realize first?
لا أنا مش فاهم عشان ما فيش خالص ولا أفتر.
نعم؟ بتقولي ايه؟
يا ميس أنا بقول عشان ما فيش بيفور ولا في أفتر فدي بس أنا مش فاهم.
معلش مش شرط.
أيوة بقى مش فاهم بقى أتكلم أنا إزاي.
You understand? You have two actions here. سيبك سيبك من after before. You have two actions here. You have trick and you have realized. Which of these two actions happened first? يوسف.
مش أنا معاك.
ماشي.
بس اللي عندي صوت مقطع شوية عشان
يا يوسف we are running out of time. Which of these two actions happened first? If we are disconnected, join again, okay? Because we have two sessions. يلا يوسف. Trick happened first ولا realized happened first?
Can I answer it? Can I answer it? Number 8.
يا حبيبي أنا بفهمه يا حبيبي. يلا يا يوسف.
ميس انا عندي البيج ديت يا ميس مش موجود فيها الحرف اللي بتقول عليه.
58 في الجرامر بوك.
يوسف. يوسف أنا هضطر إن أنا أكمل وأنت تبقى تجيلي بكرة أشرح لك الجزء اللي أنت مش فاهمه، أوكي؟ بالذات الجملة دي، تمام؟ ديان هنا في
ميس I want to end.
هنا في after يا يوسف. Diane, her friends after she walked the art gallery. Diane يلا يا مصطفى أحمد.
Yes, miss.
Tell me يا مصطفى. Diane her friends after
Diane met her friends after she had visited the art gallery.
Thank you. Okay, number 9. Nina bought her shopping.
Can I answer this?
أنت can't you raise your hand?
على فكرة أنا عامل ريز هاند.
على فكرة أنا مش بخلي 2 3 بس هم اللي يجاوبوا، أنا ببقى عايزاكم كلكم تجاوبوا، فبالتالي في أكيد أنت مش هتجاوب في كل حاجة أو غيرك مش هيجاوب في كل حاجة يعني، ولا ندي فرصة لناس تانية ولا إيه رأيك؟
بس انا عايزه اجاوب.
طب ما الناس التانية برضه عايزة تجاوب. سيف الدين. سيف الدين. ها؟ سيف الدين. آسر. آسر سامر. آسر سامر. Okay, Esther, tell me, Nina, her shopping when
Had finished.
had finished. Thank you. And when you want her.
ده مش حد قال.
لا, I haven't heard him. I'm listening to you. Tell me.
had seen.
No, had seen. Had seen.
Seen.
So. Simple. Okay. يلا يا عمر محب. عمر محب. يلا يا عمر. Jason what the office until here equals after. Until here equals after. ها. Jason what? ها?
Jason had not leave the office until he Jason didn't leave the office until he had finished his thing.
Didn't بالظبط عشان أنا قلت after يبقى didn't leave the office until he had
بس يعني قبل after أو until بتبقى في didn't يعني أو did يعني.
ممكن until بالذات past simple بتاعها دايما always negative. Okay. طيب let's move to another exercise. This one next page 59. طيب يلا يا سيف هيثم. يلا سيف هيثم.
Yes.
Join the sentences with past perfect. نستخدم ال words in bold. Okay. As in the example, Harry lost Mark's telephone number. He didn't call him. It will be he wanted to use what here? He wanted to use it.
ثم أخذت هو رقم 10
محلولة.
I'm reading it. Harry didn't call Mark because he had lost his telephone number. Here because is followed by past simple or past perfect. Action number 1 or action number 2?
Past perfect.
Past perfect. ليه؟ عشان the reason الريزن بيحصل الأول. reason happened first. يعني I lose my wallet first وبعد كده I cannot buy anything ولا I cannot buy anything because I lost my wallet.
I can't buy anything because I lost my wallet.
Had lost my wallet.
Had lost.
Exactly. طيب Sharon did her homework then she went.
أنا لسه داخل ومش عارف يعني صف
59 في الجرامر بوك.
يلا يا محمد.
مش حضرتك كنت قايلة سيف يا مس؟
سيف؟ لا
سيف.
لا قلت سيف. انا قلت سيف. سيف هيثم. سيف هيثم. صح. انا اسفه معلش. اوكي يا سيف هيثم. صح you're right. Sharon did her homework then she went out with her friends. يلا سيف.
Sharon did her homework after she had gone out with her friends.
يا راجل يعني هي went out first وبعد كده عملت الهومورك ازاي يعني؟ which happened first here?
Sharon did her
which happened first here? which Sharon did first? Did she do her homework ولا did she go out? which happened first?
عمل الهومورك الأول.
جميل. يبقى ده اكشن نمبر 1 ده اللي هيبقى باست بيرفكت. ده اللي هيجي بعد افتر. يبقى شارون يبقى افتر ايه؟
شارون had gone out.
Action number one. After Sharon
she went out with her friends after
action number ماشي.
after Sharon did her homework.
had done her homework. يبقى Sharon went out with her friends after she had done. Okay. طيب number 3. يلا يا عبد الرحمن هشام. يلا عبد الرحمن. My sister forgot to close the door.
My sister forgot to close the door. The cat got out. Action number 1 هو my sister forgot to close the door. Forgot.
And action number 2 is?
Action is the cat got out.
تمام. Use بقى use because.
Because my sister forgot to close the door. سهلة. عارف.
يلا عبد الرحمن.
Because my sister forgot to close the door.
Because in the middle. Put because in
yeah. My sister.
Start with this. You start with action number 2. We start with action number 2. Then put because. Then action number 1.
Sister forgot.
The cat. يا رحمن.
The cat had got out.
No. Action number 2 ما احطش فيه had.
The cat got out. The cat got out. Because my sister had forgot to close the door.
Excellent. But had forgotten. Excellent. Had forgotten. تمام. يبقى the cat got out because my sister had forgotten to close the door. Thank you عبد الرحمن. طيب let's move to أحمد وائل. يلا يا أحمد. Dina dyed her hair. Dyed means it changed the color of her hair. Okay. Then I saw her. يبقى use when. When here equals before. When here equals before.